I know you are, but stop. I'm trying to help you out.
All right, cool.
We good? Yep. Middle, then partner, pull up right now.
What you doing now? I got a gun. I'm trying to help you. Get out of here, bro. If I shoot you, I'm gonna never do that, bro. Let's cut it downstairs. Bro, I just shoot the out of here, bro.
Ray J just got slapped with handcuffs on Thanksgiving morning, but insiders are whispering this arrest reeks of Kardashian payback, a calculated move to shut him up about their dirty secrets once and for all. The timing? Chilling. The charges? Explosive. And the footage? Too chaotic to ignore. This isn't just a domestic dispute. It looks like a message, loud, public, and timed to destroy what little credibility Ray J had left before his lawsuit against Kim and Kris can even get off the ground. It all went down in the early hours of November 27th, when Ray J, real name William Ray Norwood Jr., was arrested at his home in Porter Ranch, LA. Police were called around 4 a.m., responding to a report of an armed threat. What they found was a Twitch livestream already spiraling out of control. Ray J, ranting on camera, claimed someone was trying to take his kids and called it the worst Thanksgiving in the world. Then, on live broadcast, he appeared to load a firearm and warned, "If these bastards come near this door, I will blow this bastard up."
All I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Ray.
Because you're selfish.
Delusional.
You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser and
drunk.
you're delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
yes,
what drunk
you
people
are.
say. Like, you're taking my daughter?
Grow the up.
All right,
seriously.
cool.
You need to
You're not taking my son.
Ray.
Like, I know you're not taking my son. Hey,
Not long after that, Princess Love entered the frame, his estranged wife, mother of their 2 young children, and the woman at the center of a years-long divorce circus. She showed up to collect their daughter Melody and son Epic, both under 10. But what was supposed to be a routine custody handoff turned into a screaming match. According to multiple reports, she accused Ray J of pointing the weapon directly at her while holding their daughter. A man off-screen, believed to be her cousin, tried to step in. That's when Ray J allegedly shouted, "I'll shoot you," and "I'll end you, bro." Then the feed cut to black, but the audio kept rolling. Sirens, shouting, and the unmistakable sound of a child crying filled the last seconds of the stream.
You're not about to sit here and try and make me look crazy when I am the best mother since the day my kids were born. I have been the best mother, and I'll take that. Because I am. Everything I do for my kids, including being around you when I don't want to or have to.
By 6:38 a.m., Ray J was booked at Van Nuys Station, charged with criminal threats. Bail? $50,000. Twitch, in the aftermath, banned him permanently. No appeals, no warnings, just gone. That would have been enough to dominate headlines, but something about this whole arrest feels wrong. Because just weeks ago, Ray J had been accusing Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner of trying to destroy him with a defamation lawsuit. A legal counterstrike after he alleged they were the target of an active RICO investigation. Claims the Kardashian legal team called fantasy. But now, after that livestream meltdown, who's more believable? The woman with the billion-dollar brand? Or the man screaming into his webcam with a pistol in hand? Here's where things get messier. Insiders close to Ray J say the timing of this arrest isn't just unfortunate, it's strategic. A well-placed scandal meant to derail his ongoing legal countersuit. That suit accuses Kim and Kris of violating a $6 million settlement by reigniting drama around their infamous tape. Ray J claims the agreement banned any further mention of that footage on their reality show, yet they kept referencing it, and him, in multiple episodes. He even says they misrepresented him as a threat, as a manipulator, and worse, as someone who violated consent.
You should do a documentary and be able to tell your own story, because they can't sue you if it's facts.
They can't sue me, period. These isn't facts. This is life. This is me, like, telling you that it's white and you're saying it's black. And they're like, well, it's blacker than white right now just because we don't want to get in trouble. We're getting cease and desist because we see the paper is white. But they're saying it's black with a cease and desist, and I don't want to.
So now we're supposed to believe it's just a coincidence that this very public meltdown lands right as that legal fight heats up? That on the exact holiday he claims is about his children, the police storm his house, live, in front of the world? That suddenly, he's the dangerous one, not the whistleblower who says the Kardashian empire was built on a deal nobody wants exposed. And then there's the live stream itself. Raw, yes. Disturbing? Absolutely. But even that's raising questions. Ray J, mid-rant, claimed he was being set up, that people were trying to break him. He accused Princess Love of arriving drunk, of bringing a man into his home without permission. He screamed about betrayal, about being pushed too far. He kept yelling about protection, not aggression. And while pointing a gun is never justified, the footage makes one thing very clear. Ray J believed someone was coming for him, and he wanted the world to see it happen. This comes just months after his public beef with Kim exploded again, when he revealed he'd personally handed over the original footage of their tape to Ye during the collapse of Kim's marriage. That moment, which was turned into a reality show plotline, reignited speculation that Ray J was no longer a liability. He was a threat. A man who knows too much. A man with receipts. He even claimed Kris Jenner orchestrated the original tape's release. Then Kim and Kris sued him for defamation. Then Ray J countersued, alleging breach of contract, reputational sabotage, and a coordinated media campaign to make him look unstable. Now, he's in cuffs. His children possibly pulled into a custody battle that could turn nuclear. His face all over headlines, not as a truth teller, but as a danger. And no one's asking why it all unraveled now. Why Thanksgiving morning? Why a Twitch stream that felt less like a meltdown and more like a warning? Are we really supposed to believe that after nearly 20 years of silence, Ray J suddenly decided to self-destruct, just as his legal team prepares to put the Kardashian empire on trial?
I tell you everything which I want to. I would, but I need to talk to my lawyers. All I want to do is say everything. I talked to Chris Cuomo, and I want to do a one-on-one because he understands it. I don't know if I can or not, but if I can, I'm gonna do it after this, or with Charlamagne and DJ Envy and Lauren. Just hilarious. Just is too hilarious for this.
Let's move on, because you can't discuss it.
And this isn't happening in a vacuum, because as the fallout from this arrest spreads, there's growing chatter about what other layers could be in play. Remember, Ray J isn't just fighting Kim and Kris. He's also thrown himself into the Diddy controversy, claimed powerful figures are protecting each other, even hinted that evidence is being buried. He's called himself the new Diddy in front of millions. He's clashed with streaming giants. He's made enemies with producers, networks, even his own family. And now, after a decade of surviving every tabloid storm, he's suddenly painted as a threat to his own children. We can't ignore how fast the narrative shifted, from defiant whistleblower to deranged father. And the question no one's asking is, who benefits from this version of the story going viral? But if the Kardashians are really pulling strings here, what other skeletons are they desperate to bury? And how deep does this conspiracy run into Ray J's chaotic world? Now, let's peel back the layers. This isn't just a domestic blowup, it's allegedly the latest salvo in a war that's been brewing since Ray J's tape with Kim Kardashian catapulted the entire family into superstardom. That infamous footage didn't just make headlines, it built a billion-dollar dynasty. And now, nearly 2 decades later, Ray J's arrest on Thanksgiving morning, broadcast, sensationalized, and spiraling, looks less like coincidence and more like a premeditated strike. In the days following the arrest, Ray J resurfaced with shocking claims about what happened during his brief jail stint. According to footage shared by Live Bidez, he described bizarre encounters behind bars, including being harassed by another detainee while just trying to keep his sanity. "I almost beat the dude 4 times, he said, recalling how another man repeatedly called his name and made inappropriate gestures in their shared space. Critics are now questioning why that footage is circulating at all, and whether it's being used to portray him as erratic, unstable, or worse. Was that jail incident a random episode, or is someone making sure we only see the worst version of Ray J at every turn? Then there's the Twitch ban, permanent. No strikes, no warnings, just gone. A move some are calling excessive, especially given the platform's track record of inconsistent enforcement. And the kicker? That stream, the one that triggered the arrest, was allegedly broadcast from Ray J's own account, on his own terms. But what if it wasn't? What if, as some tech insiders are quietly suggesting, the stream was flagged, boosted, and preserved for mass circulation before the chaos even began? It's a chilling possibility that the whole meltdown was meant to go viral, frame Ray J as the aggressor, and put his legal credibility in the dirt. Meanwhile, Princess Love wasted no time making her side known. In a series of Instagram stories, she accused Ray J of trying to manipulate their daughter Melody and son Epic in the aftermath, calling his behavior, quote, and saying she had, that came hours after Ray J released audio of himself asking his children whether either parent had been violent, trying to clear his name in the court of public opinion. The contrast couldn't be sharper. 2 narratives, 2 agendas, one aimed at securing custody, the other at defending a collapsing reputation. And caught in the middle? They're 2 young children, now the unspoken leverage in a war that stretches beyond just 2 parents.
And when I tried to ask you about it, you told me to f myself. And that I don't run shit over there. So, take accountability, Ray. Do better. Check yourself into rehab. Because you're more than drunk.
But the real escalation may have started long before the stream. Sources close to the West family say that ever since Ray J helped Ye retrieve a laptop containing the original copy of that private footage, tensions between Ray J and the Kardashians have never fully cooled. That handoff, which Ye later described on air as a moment of redemption, reportedly infuriated Kim, who saw it as dredging up an old narrative she spent years trying to rewrite. Could the recent arrest be payback for dragging her back into the muck? Some believe it is, and that it's also a warning to keep his mouth shut moving forward. Digging deeper, could this arrest be the breaking point in Ray J's long spiral of chaos, allegedly fueled by Kardashian shadows? That's the quiet theory circling in corners of the industry, that Ray J's increasingly volatile behavior isn't just a coincidence or clout-chasing stunt, but the unraveling of a man who's been trying to reclaim control over a story that was never really his to begin with. Those close to him have whispered for years that the lingering resentment from how that infamous tape launched a billion-dollar brand, while branding him disposable, has festered into something deeper. The rants, the live streams, the self-sabotage, they say, all point back to a man who never stopped feeling like he was used and discarded by a machine built on selective silence.
If you look at how the Kardashians handle media versus how you've handled media, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about controlling your own narrative?
I don't give a f. That's controlling the narrative. How I am now, it exudes what anybody can do, and it seems like it's a crash out. But it's a voice where I'm speaking my voice, and every day is.
His relationship with his own image hasn't helped. There was the shocking tattoo of his sister Brandy's face on his leg, oversized, bloodshot, and immediately polarizing. Some saw it as a gesture of love. Others called it a red flag. For critics, it was just the latest bizarre decision in a pattern of emotional outbursts and strange public behavior. But to insiders, it painted a picture of someone who struggled to balance his public persona with personal identity, often resorting to spectacle when the industry turned its back. And now, with the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty actively challenging his credibility in court, those personal fractures are being thrust into full view. Then there's the string of aggressive confrontations in the entertainment world. From the infamous backstage clash with rapper Fabulous to being ejected from streaming events after reportedly harassing other influencers, Ray J's legacy has often been overshadowed by the fights he picks, or the ones he's dragged into. Insiders argue that this pattern plays directly into the Kardashian narrative, that Ray J is unstable, untrustworthy, and not to be taken seriously, which raises the unsettling question. If his brand has been publicly deconstructed over time, who really benefits from that downfall? Financially, the consequences are snowballing. Twitch's permanent ban means lost revenue, lost exposure, and potentially lost endorsements. His countersuit against Kim and Kris hinges not just on legal proof, but public support, and every incident that makes him look erratic chips away at both. Sources close to his camp say this arrest could jeopardize future licensing deals, partnerships with networks, and even custody negotiations. Which is exactly why some believe this incident wasn't just a domestic flashpoint, but a well-timed disruption meant to cripple his remaining leverage. The pressure to stay silent or explode has never been higher. With the Kardashians painting him as a threat to their safety and reputation, and with millions at stake across lawsuits and settlement agreements, Ray J's next move matters more than ever. Some insiders claim he's sitting on evidence that could shift public perception in a heartbeat. Materials, messages, possibly recordings, things that were never supposed to see daylight. But the question is, does he use them now, or hold the threat like a last bargaining chip?
You had the same level of PR machinery that the Kardashians got?
Man, it hurts to talk about it, bro. I don't want to get emotional because I just want to be a good person.
Well, if he
when
wasn't,
when I say I want to be a good person, I'm already a good person. It's just.
And let's not forget what else Ray J's been stirring. Just months before this incident, he appeared on multiple live streams defending Sean Diddy Combs during the peak of federal investigations, even hinting at industry cover-ups and secret settlements involving A-list stars. His comments drew backlash fast, some calling them reckless, others labeling him a clout chaser. But insiders believe this pattern of erratic involvement in high-profile cases is exactly what the Kardashians are using to frame him as unpredictable. One former manager reportedly told sources, they don't even have to fabricate. They just wait for Ray J to implode and hit play. We've seen the pattern before: public meltdowns, fights over visitation. 4 divorce filings between Ray J and Princess since 2016, with 3 reversals, all of them public, all of them dramatic. Now, with custody hanging by a thread and legal threats piling up, those past fights are resurfacing at warp speed. Old arguments from Love and Hip Hop clips are being shared again. Snippets where Princess described trying threesomes to keep Ray J home. Arguments where both accused each other of infidelity and disrespect. But why now? Who's benefiting from reintroducing that footage into the narrative?
I'm just just done. You know what I mean? Like, we're great friends, and I just have to accept that we're just better off as friends. You know what I mean? And even though we're family and like, I love him, he still loves me, but you just have to accept the fact that you live two totally different lifestyles, and there's things that I'm not okay.
Some say it's strategy, a full-court press designed to bury Ray J in controversy before his lawsuit against Kim and Kris sees court. Remember, he's not just defending himself, he's accusing them of breaching a $6 million settlement agreement. That deal, according to his legal filing, included a clause barring any more public discussion of their shared tape. But once the Kardashians' new season aired and the footage became a plotline again, Ray J snapped. He went public. He claimed fraud. He claimed manipulation. He even hinted that a civil RICO suit was coming, comparing Kris Jenner's handling of the tape to criminal racketeering. In response, the Kardashian team hit back with their own defamation suit. Their lawyers say no such investigation exists and that Ray J's accusations are nothing more than desperate fabrication. But in a court of public opinion already drowning in influencer feuds, jailhouse clips, and live stream chaos, who's telling the truth? Is Ray J spiraling, or is he being silenced? As the dust settles on this strange arrest, one thing's clear. If the Kardashians are indeed trying to scare Ray J silent, the real question lingers. What bombshell is he holding that could bring their empire crashing down next? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Is Ray J the villain of his own story, or the last man standing against Hollywood's most untouchable family? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more breaking stories we weren't supposed to see. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold.